Hi everyone, hope you can see me. Hope you can hear and see me. Just let me know in the chat box if you all can hear me properly, if you all can see me, just write in the chat box. Perfect. So I'm just waiting for our, guest Manali to join. She will be joining very shortly. So meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions, you can, keep posting the question in the chat box. And the topic for our discussion is how to turn your passion for writing into full-time profession. So that is what we're going to talk about today. And please, keep posting your questions, your doubts, your comments in the chat box. Okay, I just got a ping from our guest, so she will be joining very shortly, in another 5-7 minutes. Meanwhile, let me start with my introduction. So currently, guys, I'm a corporate professional. I'm into project management and business analysis, working for a MNC, and I'm also, into writing. I write, frequently, mostly on medium articles and blogs, and I'm a podcaster myself, and I'm into public speaking. I do webinars on personal branding, effective business communication in colleges and schools. So that is my background. Uh, the guest Manali, she's a full time freelance writer and content creator and editor. So for all your writing related doubts, she can cater. You can route all your such doubts to her. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, related to maybe career. Project management career, or if someone is interested in making a career into IT industry, meanwhile I would be happy to answer it. So if you have any questions, before we start our discussion, just let me know. I will try my best to answer it. Any question, guys? Anything which you like to ask me? Again, just to give you my background again, for people who have joined just now. So I'm into project management, working for the IT industry, working into IT industry for a MNC. So meanwhile, we can chit chat uh, till Manali joins. So yeah, just let me know, guys, if you have any question. Okay. So guys, I just want to know from the audience here how many people are into writing or do any sort of writing, be it blogging, be it freelance writing or even content creation or editing. So just let me know in the chat box. You can write yes in the chat box if you are into any sort of writing. Okay, Divyang has asked me a question. Are you into blogging? Yes, Divyang. Yeah, I'm into blogging. I casually write. I'm not a frequent writer. I casually write. Maybe 10 days, maybe in 10 days or 15 days. But yeah, I really want to minimize that time duration and write more frequently because I believe if you're writing, you are not just sharing your wisdom, you're also consuming before you are sharing. So if I have to write, if I'm writing on a non-fiction topic, so I have to consume a lot, I have to do a lot of research, and only then I can write and share that knowledge and information. So writing is also a learning process. This is something which I believe. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat box. Do you believe writing is also a learning process? Because if you're writing something, you have to do very intensive and very deep research on the topic which you're writing about. Okay, I got a couple of yeses. Okay, coming back to my previous question or the question which I asked from this audience. So, how many of you are into writing? Any sort of writing? Just let me know in the chat box. Just you can write the keyword. If you are into blogging, just write blogging. If you are a content creator, maybe on Medium or other platforms, Quora, you can write that. Just let me know your platform on which you write content or for which you write content. Anyone. Just let me ask you questions. Okay, how many of you are into on Medium, or how many you writing on Medium? Just let me know in the chat box. You can write Medium on the chat box if you guys write on Medium. Okay, so Divyang here writes on LinkedIn. Okay, wonderful. So different platforms have a different writing style, or I can say, they cater to different writing needs. So LinkedIn is all about professional writing, writing about business, technology, latest trends, and maybe sometimes latest news related to business and professional world. On Quora, you answer the question, so it has a question answer format. On Medium, you express your thoughts and your knowledge in a form of a short article or a short blog to say. Okay, I got a question from the audience. I will try to answer it, but I will try. I will give it a shot to answer. But Bhargav, the Manali will be the right person to answer it. So I let me give it a shot. Okay, you're asking me. Could you elaborate? How could one turn into something that you could do full time? Okay, that is a very interesting question. A very deep question. I believe Bhargav, for that you have to be very much passionate, and you have to be self-disciplined. Okay, so let's say you want to be a writer. Okay, so a lot of us believe that writing is something which comes automatically. Okay, if I have to write a book, acha apne aap I will start writing, thoughts will keep coming, ideas will keep floating, and automatically my book will be written. But this is not the case. You have to put a lot of time, lot of efforts. Sometime you might not feel writing, or you will be short of ideas, and that phenomena is also called writer's block. Okay, this is something which is faced by almost every writer which ever existed on this planet. So when that stage comes, so you don't have to lose your motivation. Maybe you can take a break and maybe refresh yourself, recharge your battery, do something else to just put off your mind from writing and then come back. So I believe to answer your question in a sentence, Bhargav, you have to be very much passionate and disciplined also. If you really want to turn something which you are passionate about full time. I hope this answered your question. Okay, I got a comment from Dhruvi. She's saying writer's block sucks. Very true, very true. Although I haven't experienced this myself, but I can speak on behalf of all the writers. So yeah. Okay, guys, what else you have? Anything which you guys want to ask me? I guess she will be joining in. Okay. Uh, Team Glimmers of Gujarat. Do we have any estimate timelines on when Manali will be joining? Do you have any? Do you have any such timings? Anyone from Glimmers of Gujarat? If we have any ETA on when Manali will be joining. Otherwise, I can keep this conversation going. I'm really enjoying. Okay, okay, she will be joining in a minute, guys. Okay, so stay here. We will be, shortly starting our conversation with Manali. Hmm. Okay, just to name few people who have joined in. So, okay, I guess Manali has joined. Manali, I'm getting a message that you need to upgrade your application in order to join. So I guess you need to upgrade. Yeah, so I'm getting a message here, uh, a notification here that you need to upgrade your Instagram application in order to join. So I guess you need to update it from either Play Store or Apple Store, and then you can join. So no worries, we can wait another 1 2 minutes. Okay, okay, sure. Okay, I'm reading some comments from the audience. Okay, someone here is writing on Wix. Okay, wonderful. So Dwajal Trivedi, he has his own website and on Wix where he's writing. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we have another participant or rather person from audience. Correct me if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Maisam Hoon. I hope I'm pronouncing it rightly. So he write on walls. Okay, mostly it's eligible. So if you can let me know, I haven't heard about it before. So I believe it's a writing platform, maybe like Medium or Quora. So yeah, I would explore it definitely after this. Yeah, you're very right. So, yeah, I believe all will be writing poetries and all, given the Valentine's week is coming,
Hi,
Hi,
finally.
finally. Yeah, finally. Hi. Hi, how are you, Manali?
I think that is because of the brightness you are not able to see me. I'll just change my place.
I just realized that. So, finally, guys, we have Manali with us.
Yes, is this better now?
Perfect now. Hi, Manali.
Hi. I am so sorry for keeping everyone waiting. I
No
am actually
worries.
not in India currently and I miscalculated the time difference.
So we were, chit-chatting about writing, people were sharing their own, experience about writing. Someone is writing, in the chat box that we all will be becoming writers, given the Valentine week is coming, So yeah, it's a good comment.
Yes, so I think this is a very good time for conducting this session then, correct?
That is why we have, planned this today. So people can get motivated and inspired to write,
Yes,
especially, during Valentine's.
I think love and money are the two biggest motivations when it comes to any profession or hobby.
So let me start, our discussion. Let me give audience here a very, formal introduction of Manali. So
Yes.
Manali is a freelance writer and editor. She has, published 3 solo books, The Untold Stories, Art of Being Grateful, Other Stories, and she has also co-authored 2 books. She has been, Amazon best-selling writer twice, and she is really passionate about writing and transforming the world through her through her pen and through her writings. So welcome today, Manali.
Thank you. That was such a kind introduction. I feel so nice about myself hearing such good things about me. So yes, that
You
is the
really
correct introduction.
want all the wisdom and whatever you can give us about writing in the very brief time we have now. So without further delay, let me just start with our discussion with the very first question. So I just like you to take the audience here through your writing journey. So what inspired you to write and how you become a writer you are today.
Okay, so I am just going to wrap it up in as short a version as possible because I have had a very diverse journey. Uh, So I have worked as a marketing executive, I have worked as a teacher, and I have worked as a full-time content writer. After doing these various jobs and hopping from one job to another, I realized that my forte lies in writing, whatever form of writing that I can engage in. So since the past almost 4 years now, I have been, yeah, it was March 2017 when I completely quit full-time jobs, and I have been doing only freelancing. And so it's been almost 4 years now. So that's when I realized, that in order to pursue my writing, I need to give it more time. And that's when I began my freelance writing journey. And I have been blogging. I have authored, as you mentioned, 3 solo books and 2 co-authored books. So yeah, and I keep getting work. So I've been lucky, I guess. Fortunate, not lucky, fortunate.
Inspirational story from being into corporate to now a full-time freelance writer and author. So the people here, the audience here, they really want to know how can someone turn their passion of writing into full-time profession, which is also the title of this live. So yeah.
Okay, so firstly, in order to, pursue writing as a profession, you need to figure out whether your writing is good enough to be turned into a profession. And for that, you will need to engage people in your writing. Get as much feedback as possible from whatever writing that you are doing. Let people read it, even if you're not ready to share it with strangers per se. Share it with your friends, share it with the family members. Let them be honest about what you're writing, because sometimes what happens with family and friends is they tend to be kind also. So emphasize that point, that they need to be honest whether they are actually writing, liking what you write. So that's the first point. And if they are of the opinion that it's good enough, then you need to start writing consistently. Consistency is also very important when you want to turn something into a profession. So yeah, start writing consistently. And there are many opportunities out there where you can get paid. Even if you are initially not getting paid, don't get discouraged, because first of all, you need to improve upon it. You need to become good enough so that people are willing to pay you. You need to understand that one day you just can't realize that I write, and so I need to get paid. You need to get better also for someone to be able to say that yeah, she's good enough to pay her for writing. So that's also one important factor. Yeah.
There's a follow-up question, to the answer which you given me. So you mentioned that, our family, our friends, they are kind to us, sometimes, if even if the writing is not that much excellent or super, they sometimes, don't give us, actual feedback, right? So what should someone do in that scenario if, they want to seek, the proper feedback or actual feedback of their writing?
So in that case, social media has been a great blessing in disguise, I can say. It has been very critical of my writing, and it has definitely helped me become better in my craft as a writer. So these people don't know you personally, the people who are following on you on social media. Even if you don't have a social media following per se, there are communities on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, where authors from across the world, writers from across the world are a part of those communities. You share your writing with them. They will be very honest, and they will in fact give you critical feedback where in areas where you're lacking and where you need to work upon. So that would be a huge help. Other than that, of
In the
course,
process of writing.
there are also courses which you can be a part of to improve upon your craft.
That is exactly which I was asking you. Yeah, so exactly. So if someone wants to learn, professional writing, we all write in some or other way. We have been taught to write, in a form of essay or stories when we
Correct.
were in
Correct.
schools, and colleges. So
Hmm.
if someone wants to, would learn how to write professionally, so any, book you would like to recommend or any course which you would like to recommend?
So I have heard great things about the Harvard University creative writing course, and many of my fellow writers have taken it up, and it has proved to be really a good add on to their writing skills. So I recommend that. I personally have not taken any such course, so I wouldn't be the right person to guide you on this. But you can do your research. Yeah, Google is like an answer to everything that you want these days.
drill down, your writing process, and also want to know a little bit about, maybe in a very short time, or very concisely, about the three books which you have published: the Untold Stories, Art of Being Grateful, and Other Stories. So if you can let the audience know very, in a very brief manner, about the objective of the books and your writing process when you're writing this.
So, when you were asking me about this writing, one important factor that I, forgot to weigh in is that you also need to identify your niche of writing. What kind of writing do you want to do? You can't write about everything. You also need to be focused on some one particular genre. Firstly, you need to decide whether you are going to write fiction or non-fiction. If you are doing non-fiction, then also you have to identify where your expertise lies in your writing. So I am someone who writes about life stories. I am inspired by people, so I talk to people and I write their life stories. Other than that, I share my everyday experiences in the form of non-fiction. This is my forte. But if you are someone who wants to write about humor, then you probably need to focus on that and what kind of humor that you want to focus on. So identifying your niche is also very important when you are in any profession. यार सिर्फ writing की बात नहीं है, आप किसी भी
Absolutely.
profession में देख लो, आपको ये
So
पता
your
होना बहुत
niche.
जरूरी है कि आप किस
Correct.
फील्ड में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हो.
Just elaborate on your niche, what niche you are into, and people you follow, people who inspired you to get into that niche. Or was it, self, internally, that you want to get into this particular genre of writing?
My journey as a writer has more or been like, इधर उधर पैर मार के खुद ही सीखा है मैंने. But yes, there have been people who I followed, who I was motivated by, inspired by. And again, social media has helped me with that. There are so many authors like me, so many writers like me who are a part of the community, who help each other grow, who are, always there to give you the right guidance when you want to do something. So follow such people on social media, like the upcoming authors. Of course, you can follow popular authors also, like maybe Chetan Bhagat or Twinkle Khanna. They also are very inspiring and motivating. But I personally believe if you connect with someone who is from your age group or who is reachable when it comes to such things, then it would be more practical and helpful. So that's one thing that I have learned. Other than that, talking about my books, I have written 3 solo books, and trust me, they have been all of various genres. The first book that I wrote, it's what my pen name is, A Rustic Mind, and it was a poetry book. And my second book, The Untold Stories, it was a collection of micro tales. And micro tales are 2 to 3 line stories. If you are aware about the very popular page on social media, which is Terribly Tiny Tales, they put up 4 to 5 line stories. So
Right.
it is similar to that. That book is a collection of 131 micro tales. And my third book, The Art of Being Grateful, which was just released last year in July, it's a collection of 8 short stories. So you see, I have dabbled in various forms of writing when it comes to books also.
Question on this: you mentioned that a person should identify his or her niche of writing, but you yourself have experimented into different niche. So any comments on that? If should someone stick to a particular niche only, या हर किसी niche पे experiment करके देख सकते हैं?
देख सकते हैं, बट पहले अपने क्राफ्ट को इम्प्रूव करो. पहले आप जब इनिशियली लिखना चालू करते हो, what my personal belief is that write about something which is close to you, write about your own experience, which can help you become a better writer. Then you can start exploring more areas of writing.
Very important question. I believe people have joined for many people have joined for this only. How to earn money from writing, or how to get money from your writing, professional writing?
So you have to have a pool where you are generating income from various sources. You can't rely on just one thing. When you are a writer, you have to have multiple sources of income. One of the major sources of income is content writing, where I take up ad hoc assignments where I do all kinds of online and offline content. Now, what comes under this is website content, blogging, and also some offline content like writing for pamphlets or newspapers or any magazines which are offline. And if we go by online content, there is like a plethora of platforms who are willing to take up new writers, right from Terribly Tiny Tales to all the upcoming various platforms like even Scoop. All these websites, they are either taking up paid contributions or they are also taking up unpaid work. But the advantage of unpaid work here is that even if you are not getting paid, you are getting published on a big platform where your work will get noticed. So it's okay to take up a few assignments which do not pay, but they provide you the right exposure, which can slowly get you in the paid futures. Other than that, there is of course, the option of book publishing also. This is, let me be very frank, book selling is not going to help you pay your bills. You are only going to earn very little royalty, and book selling doesn't come easily to someone who's very new to the field of publishing. But yes, it can be a source of income also. Other than that, there are platforms like Medium and Vocal where you are paid per view or paid per article as per the engagement on those posts. So these are also a few platforms where you can start writing regularly.
On this, sometimes, people want to get into writing, but they can't get into writing because of, some financial constraints that, they have to support a family, they have to, earn money to, feed the family. So
Mhm.
what is your take on this? How can someone continue his or her love or passion for writing while also, doing a full-time job just to earn money? So what's your take on this?
Okay, so I'm in my early 30s now. I'm 32, and I was 28 when I quit my full-time jobs. Till then, I had a stable income, so I do realize the importance of having a stable income, a fixed figure that gets credited into your account on the first of every month.
Correct,
So
correct.
yes, I do not advise you to give up on your full-time job till you are in your late 20s or early 30s because you will need a stable income to have a good financial standing and have the courage to give up a job which is very secure. And while you are doing that job, you can of course continue doing freelance work, which will help you uh, not only get exposure as a writer, but it will also help you improve on your writing. So for those who are willing, not able to give up their full time jobs and still want to pursue a writing profession on the side, I would suggest that don't give up your job till you are in your late 20s, and alongside your full time job, start taking up freelance work, writing work.
Not to dissolve your passion for writing, just keep running it in the side and while you are pursuing your full-time job, and once you think that you're earning as much money from your writing as you could in a corporate job, then you can maybe leave the job and get into writing full-time. Maybe you can earn more money, when you're spending your all the energy on writing.
And there might be months where you are not going to probably make as much as you made in your full-time job, but that's okay because you can cover it up in the following months or in the following year, whatever. You need to be prepared for that.
Next question. A life of a writer, especially a freelance writer, is, very uncertain financially. Sometimes you get a lot of work. There could be months that, you are packed with work and you don't have even time for yourself, for your family. And some months or some weeks could be, that you're not getting any work. So how one manage that flow of work?
So one thing that has helped me is, very smart investments. Whenever you are getting bulk work, whatever amount you are making from that, invest in something which can give you regular returns. Like, maybe probably putting in an FD or creating an RD, which gives you regular interest. So whenever you don't have some work, that pile of money that you have made while you had that work will come in handy.
And that could, utilize when you are, running short of money. Hmm. Got it. Don't spend it in a single go. That is, I guess, the lesson here.
Yes, that is also something you are going to realize only once you have crossed 25. Trust me. In my early 20s, I also used to be someone who didn't understand saving as much.
Finances. So I would also, like to ask you this question. Importance of, personal finance management, especially when you are young, especially when you're in your 20s. So if you can also, share your thoughts on it, how you manage your finances, how should someone who's into early 20s, manage his or her finances?
There is nothing like you to something which is not understandable. Many people are of the phobia that this is related to finance and it's not related to my field, so I shouldn't get into what is it. Google is a blessing for anyone and everyone out there. So, just there's a simple way of learning to do everything. You should just know what to search for and where to look for. So, yeah, and our parents are our best financial advisors. Trust me. Listen to them when they are telling you to particularly invest in something or, not spend so much. Talk to your father. Your father will be your best advisor when it comes to this. He probably has a better idea than you that whatever amount you are earning, this much should go into this investment, this much should go into this mutual fund. So yeah, that has been helpful for me.
Back to the topic of writing. So before I ask you the final question, about self-publishing, I just want to know, who are your favorite writers, or, what are your favorite books?
I do not have a favorite writer as such. I am actually inspired by everyone that I read, and as a writer also, as a reader also, I am very open to my choice of books. So one person from the Indian authors, I think, is Arundhati Roy, that I would definitely recommend. Amitav Ghosh is also another writer I am very inspired by, and there's Salman Rushdie. And in the international scene, Stephen King, firstly, and J.K. Rowling, without a doubt. Like, she has changed the way of writing for everyone out there.
Everyone, mostly everyone has, read the book Harry Potter. I believe everyone
Yeah.
has written it. And
Even if they
that
have not
book,
read the book, they have seen the movies. So it's not possible that you don't know about Harry Potter.
so let me ask you the final question, then we can, pick up questions from audience. And guys, if you have any queries related to writing, please, keep posting your question in the chat, and I
Yes.
will be taking over after this. So my final question for you, can you explain the process of getting a book published? So what is the nitty-gritty and how to get a book published?
Okay, so for any writer, the ultimate aim is like to have a book under their name, hold that in
Correct.
your hand, and show it off to the world. I know it's a very huge motivator and ego boost for everyone, but let's get very practical. Though it is very lucrative, it is not going to be something that makes you rich. Yeah, first of all, you need to get that out of your head कि मैं publish हो गई हूँ तो मुझे बहुत सारा पैसा मिलेगा. ये नहीं होने वाला है. Secondly, there are ample options out there when you want to publish a book. You can self-publish, you can get your book published traditionally, or you can go for vanity publishing. Now, understanding the major difference between all three is in traditional publishing, you don't have to invest anything. The publishing company will do everything for you. They will accept your manuscript, they will do the editing, they will take care of the book cover, and they will also help you in marketing. This is the utmost advantage of a traditional publishing company. I can think of just top few things that come to my mind when I think of traditional publishing. There is Rupa, there is HarperCollins, there is Penguin, and there is Simon and Schuster. These are the top four that are coming to my mind right now.
So is there any investment involved also when someone is, getting into this traditional publishing?
No, there's no investment
Okay,
involved.
no investment.
No.
Oh, okay.
But it will take time. It will take at least 1 year to get your book accepted, and then get into the process of editing and getting it out. So you
Okay.
need to have patience when it
Hmm.
comes to traditional publishing. Also, they will not accept new writers very easily unless you have a good standing, and unless you are a very like extraordinary writer. They are not going to accept your manuscript at the first go. They do not easily accept new writers, which is also another litmus test for you. And even if they reject, don't get very disheartened. They do not accept new writers very easily. I have not had that opportunity even after having 3 books, and I know many writers who have written many books, but they have not had a traditional publishing contract yet. Then there is self-publishing. Now, self-publishing is something where literally you put in all your energy and print out the book yourself. That is self-publishing. And when it comes to self-publishing, the best platform right now is Amazon. Amazon KDP is somewhere you know where you can just finish your book and upload it on Amazon, and that's done. That it's as simple as that. But the only disadvantage to it currently is that they do not provide paperbacks for the Indian market. Even if they do, they have to ship it from USA, which again becomes very costly as an investment. Then,
Average cost investment when someone is going through self-publishing route. So what is the
uh,
cost involved, investment involved?
mm, I am. I think a particular ballpark figure would be a minimum of 30,000.
1,000 INR, right?
Yes, 30,000.
Average on an average of 30,000 INR. Okay, okay. And what is the
And
third law which you mentioned?
that is Vanity Publishing, which is
Hmm.
something like Notion Press does. I'm sure everyone has heard of Notion Press Publishing, and they have various packages which they offer for in terms of publishing, where there are various services included. I think
Sorry to cut you here.
package, the
Sorry, I'm
lowest
cutting you
package.
here. Sorry, I'm
Yes,
cutting
yes.
you here. For people who are not, who are not aware of Notion publishing press, if you can just, let us know or let the audience know what is it.
So Notion Press currently is the biggest vanity publisher in India, and they provide various packages when it comes to publishing. Uh,
Hmm.
I think the basic package is 25 or 30,000. I'm not very sure. You can go on their website and check.
Hmm.
Just Google Notion Press and you'll get the website. And all the packages are clearly available on their homepage website. And here, what you are investing in is clearly mentioned in their packages. Whether you want to take only printing, then they have packages for that. Whether you want to take printing plus editing plus paperback and plus n number of copies that you want to get printed through them, then there's a package for that. And of course, you can also customize that. You can speak to them. They also provide customization to the packages. So that's the kind of thing involved in vanity publishing.
All the questions from my side, but we have a lot of questions from the audience. So let me, take them one on one.
Yes.
So first question, and this is something which has been, asked by a couple of people: how to overcome writer's block? See if you can, share your views on this.
Yes. So for me, something that works is involving myself in an activity which is subsequent to writing, like reading, or maybe watching a movie, or maybe painting. These are the three things that work for me very well. Similarly, you can find other activities which make you happy and stimulate your creative thinking. Other than that, probably looking at prompts also helps sometimes. You can just Google writing prompts and try out working on those prompts.
From one of the listeners, uh, writers in India are not that much respected. So he just want to ask your, views on this. So how to earn the respect of, people, especially in India, being a writer, or, taking writing as a profession.
I I have come to realize that unless you respect yourself and your work, nobody is going to respect you. You have to be confident enough in your work, then people will automatically respect you. It doesn't matter if they are not respecting you. The right kind of audience and the right kind of people will always respect you, irrespective of the work that you're doing.
Another question now. So someone is asking, how to be focused when writing. He's mentioning that, he, gets a lot of distraction, or, he get distracted a lot when he's writing something. So how to overcome that? How to be focused when you're writing?
Uh, how to be focused on when writing. One thing that I follow is I switch off my phone, or I turn off the data on my phone. And even on my laptop, if I'm writing on my laptop, the only thing I keep open is one tab of Google and one side my Word document. That's it. This helps me. The Google also I keep open because I need to research what I'm writing. And if you are writing something which does not require research, you don't need to keep the Google tab open as well. So keeping the data off is one of the best productive tips that I can give.
listener here who has asked, he loves to write jokes. So, any, suggestions how to write better jokes? I know it's something different, but if you can answer it.
I have not basically, dabbled in that genre yet, but I do write. Sometimes people do tell me that my writing is funny. So maybe refer to such articles which are funny by me. That will help. And also, I have spoken to a few authors on my segment, author collaborative segment, which is there on my IGTV. I have spoken to a few authors who particularly write in the humor genre. Maybe learn from them or read their books. That will help you become a better writer in that genre.
These are all the questions from the audience. Before we, exit this call. So I have couple of things which I want to ask you. It's a kind of a rapid fire. So I have three questions for you. Just want to have some
I
fun
think
with
you
you.
have one
So,
more question. Favorite fictional book?
okay, we just got it. Yeah, yeah, that is something which I want to ask you in the rapid fire also. So yeah, you can answer it. What is your favorite fictional book? And maybe your non-fiction also.
Favorite fiction, I would have to say Harry Potter, hands down. I am sorry, I am sounding cliched, but that's just how it is.
Hmm. Favorite non-fiction book? Something which inspired you, motivated you?
Sudha Murthy's 3000 Stitches.
Book. I read it when I was in college. I guess 5, 6 years back. Wonderful book. That was a really wonderful book. Let me, get started with a rapid fire question. So are you excited? Are you ready? And you have to be
Yes.
very rapid, and the answers have to be, full of fire.
Okay, I will try. Let's do this.
Okay, so the first one is, who's your favorite writer?
Myself. I'm sorry if
You,
that sounded pompous, but yeah.
no, no, it's okay, okay. You have to be your own favorite. It's something which I learned from a lot of people. And like even Elon Musk, mentioned in one of the interview that I am someone who motivate myself. So you're very right. You're absolutely right. Okay. Next question is, what is your favorite, food? Guilty food. Something, which you eat when you're feeling maybe tense or depressed. Favorite guilty
Um,
food.
any- Probably a Toblerone. Anything chocolatey. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when you're in a fight with your sibling, so who apologize? Sorry, when you're fighting with your husband, who apologize first? You and your husband.
You really have to ask that. I am too proud to say sorry. So it's generally him only.
Another one is, okay, another question is, so what is your favorite holiday destination?
My favorite holiday destination. So I am currently in the Netherlands, and the first time I came here, I fell in love with the country. And back then, I obviously didn't know that we are going to move here permanently. But I would have to say Netherlands, not Amsterdam though. Not particularly Amsterdam though. It is very commercialized. So I would, if you're coming to Netherlands, probably try out the other lesser popular cities.
On the rapid fire is, who is your favorite Bollywood actor? Or you can also mention an actress name. So who is your favorite actor and actress?
Rajkumar Rao and actresses keep on changing as per the recent movies that I have seen. So, very recently I watched Thappad and I really loved Tapsi Pannu.
I think, this is something, which I should ask you since, we are into COVID times and we are all, watching movies over OTT. So what TV series, you are currently watching, or maybe what movie you have watched recently, maybe on Netflix, maybe on Amazon Prime or any other OTT platform?
I generally avoid watching anything by Dharma Productions, but it has become a guilty pleasure of mine to watch What the Love recently.
Okay,
It's a
got it.
guilty pleasure. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but yeah, it's actually fun. You can give it a
Thanks a
try.
lot. Thanks a lot for your answers. Very, they were very honest and, very rapid also. We have two more questions. We can take that. If you are
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we can take that.
Yes, yes, of course.
So our listener is asking, what kind of non-fiction books will you recommend to a beginner in this genre?
Non-fiction book. See, I'm not a fan of self-help books, so I would not recommend that. But I would say start with Sudha Murthy. Her language is very simple and it's very relatable as well. So Sudha Murthy and Om Swami. Yeah, these are the two authors I recommend in non-fiction. If you are going with Indian authors, I have not read non-fiction by foreign authors yet.
May I answer this question since I'm into non-fiction reading more. So you can go for Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a all-time classic.
Oh yes, that
Think and
reminds
Grow
me.
Rich.
Rashmi Bansal also you can read. Sorry.
Correct. Right. Something hungry and selfish, something like that. I'm forgetting the title.
I Have
Right.
a Dream, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, and a few of other titles where she has talked
Hmm.
about inspiring people.
Question, and I suppose this could be the last question because we have already, we have, already,
I think we have
exhausted the
gone
time.
on over 40 minutes now. It's been almost an hour, right?
One last question, which we are taking now. What is your advice to the political authors and poets in our country, and how can they stay out of jail? This is a very, controversial question. If you want to answer it.
Uh, yeah, that's a very, yeah, you've put me in the spot right now. So, I have myself written a few
Hmm.
controversial poems, and they have been received very well. But how I avoid getting into trouble is not particularly giving a name to someone in that writing. That's how you can be diplomatic about such writing and tells probably try being very vague about it in order to stay out of jail. But yeah, definitely writing is a tool for social awareness as well. So I would not say don't engage in such writing. Yes, please do write about such things because we need to spread awareness also. But you have to be smart also.
Uh,
Somebody has
I
commented you can write, you are not in India. Uh,
I was coming to that only.
unfortunately, I can still get into trouble for. We are watching what is happening with Rihanna, right? So let's not get there.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. We should avoid, speaking on this stuff. We never, you never know, who is auditing this. We can, get in trouble. I suppose we can end the discussion now. Before we end, any, parting words, any, piece of advice you want to give to the listeners here?
Yes, so 2020 has not been a very easy year for most of us, and it continues being difficult in 2021 also. The corona pandemic is not going away anytime soon. I at least see that this year is also going to be more or less the same for most of the people around the world. I don't know about India, but here in the Netherlands, we are still in a lockdown. So things are not back to normal as yet. But and in this circumstance, I have not been able to travel since the past 1 year. I have not explored any new place. And that's something very difficult for me because I have been an avid traveler since till the end of 2019 at least. I was traveling across India, across the world, whenever possible. But one thing that has helped me cope is that I have been able to collaborate more via social media, and that has helped me engage with people who have motivated me, inspired me, and helped me become a better writer, a better person. So that's something I can tell you. Using social media as a positive tool for becoming better. That's something we can all take advantage of. Yeah.
So I guess, we can end our discussion now. It was a lovely experience, and it was really, amazing talking to you. So
Same here. Same here.
for people who want to get connected with you or want to, reach out to you, so how they can reach out to you. If you can, let us
So
know your, yeah.
okay. I'm on almost all social media platforms, right from Instagram and Facebook to Twitter, LinkedIn, and even on Medium and even on YouTube. So you simply type a rustic mind on Google and you will find me. So you will probably see a photograph of me also.
You guys want to
That's
get
my A Rustic Mind on all the
Hmm.
platforms.
Okay. Okay, so team is also putting the same in the chat. So guys, if you want to get connected with Manali, you can follow her her name pen name Rustic Mind on Medium, Instagram, correct? Any other
Yes.
platform apart from it?
Any platform you can think of, I'm there with the same name. Pinterest also, I'm with the same name.
Okay, so she's on the platform with the name Rustic Mind, so you can reach out to her, follow her,
My
subscribe to her.
website is also rusticmind.com. So it's as simple as that.
Wonderful. Before we end, I just want to ask one last question. So what's next for you, in this year? So what you are planning to do this year?
So I have at least two more books coming out this year, and other than that, I am engaging more and more at a global level on various global platforms like Medium and Vocal, and I'm taking it as it comes, as they say.
We are really excited and looking forward to your next book. Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Manali, once again for your
Thank you
precious
so
time.
much. Thank you to you and thank you to the entire team of Glimmers of Gujarat. They have been wonderful in my journey, and they were the ones who published my story, a personal story, 1 year back, and I enjoyed that interaction as well.
Thanks a lot, team, and wish you all the very best. Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you to
bye.
everyone who joined us. Bye.